Okay, hello and welcome back to Heroes of Might and Magic 2 as we continue our playthrough of Faction Wars, and just to be completely transparent here, I do have a bit of a dilemma at the moment, which I guess I'll just tell you guys about. It's only semi-related to the game, but basically I am unfortunately going to have to take a break from the channel pretty soon for about a month or so, and it's rather frustrating because I did want to have this series finished off before I go, but currently not really on track to make that happen. And I think the only way I could make that happen is if I start to cheese the map a bit. I guess I'm not really sure whether I'm willing to do that because there's definitely still some challenge left on this map. But we do of course now have access to Town Portal in this town, and Town Portal is a complete game changer. If I abuse it to its maximum potential, I could probably win this map a lot quicker, but potentially take some of the challenge away. My usual rule is I'm not allowed to use spells like Town Portal, Dimension Door, Fly on Heroes of Might and Magic 3. Spells like that, I'm not normally allowed to use them until I see one of my AI opponents using them first. That's the usual rule I use, but I am tempted to break with that rule on this occasion just to speed things up, and to tell you the truth, I've not really made my mind up, but I think worth noting we do have Pandora the Sorceress available. We can pick her up in this town, and she will immediately have the ability to cast Town Portal, which is of course extremely good. The other option, of course, is Sir Sargon could go find a hero somewhere, surrender using his Statesman's Quill, and we could pick him up very cheaply back in this town too. That one I think I have definitely ruled out because that's a bit too cheesy, but there's nothing technically wrong with picking up Pandora, and regardless of whether or not we do start using Town Portal, I think it's still worth getting her, which means we do have to let someone go somewhere. And I'll make a decision later about whether we're willing to use Town Portal. But I think the hero we want to get rid of is going to be Ector. Ector doesn't really have any super useful artifacts. He's level 12, his stats are pretty good but not amazing. And he is of course right next to this town, so we can just tuck him in here, take the zombies, and we could just let him go. Don't think it would be a major loss. The rest of these heroes are doing things that are a bit too useful. This guy has loads of artifacts, we want to keep him. Zom of course is very useful indeed. This guy I think still has more to do, so he can go pick up some units. This is still kind of a frontier, there's a lot to do up here. I can grab the Mercury, for example. That'd be very useful. This guy, of course, is still pushing things out too. And then this guy, of course, is pretty much single-handedly taking on Red. And I think we'll move him first because Flint is currently approaching us, and I'm pretty sure we're not ready for this. If we go for Identify Hero, let's have a quick look. So yeah, 15 Bone Dragons, 10 Power Liches, going up against just a few units. I'm not sure we have enough here to make this work. I think what I'll do is I'll go to this, grab the extra morale, and we'll go visit this on our way back. 5 gems, very useful indeed, and start making our way back to the town. Hopefully he can't reach us. I think we should be safe for at least one turn, and then we can get back there next turn. That should all be fine. Over here, I think, again, better off just making a move quickly. No real point staying in the town. Not really too much we can pick up. Already got the Phoenixes. Don't really want to replace any of these other stacks, so I'm going to go over to this. 5 more gems, really useful. Go to the stables. Haven't yet been to this, so I guess we should go there too. And not yet been to this either. And that's also very tempting. We could grab the crystal mine and go that way instead, although if we look to the south, there is Phineas, and we do want to take Phineas on. Still, I think, very hard to turn down a level. 55,000 experience, 2,000 gold. I'm just going to say yes, get that extra attack, and we can keep pushing on. Okay, this guy next. This place appears to be relatively safe. Do have to be ready to defend this potentially too. I'm going to actually put someone away. I think we put this guy away. And we're just going to see how many sprites we can pick up. Okay, 14 sprites, not really better than a Crusader, but does at least help our morale. We're going to go to the Alchemist Lab, and we're going to keep very gingerly exploring. Go ahead and check this out too. So Green does still have Jojosh. His stats are actually pretty bad, but his army must be pretty good. He's got Black Dragons. If we look at total army strength, we are in fact 3rd place. So we can see Orange we have safely very badly damaged. Voland is their best remaining hero. Green appears to be suffering too. Red also doing worse than us, but Yellow and Purple still massive threats, so I have to be pretty careful of that. Okay, this guy next, he does have a lot of artifacts, or at least he has the lion's share of useful artifacts. He's pretty good, his stats are good, he has wisdom, he has logistics, states, and pathfinding. So I think we'll keep him over Ector, and we'll start bringing him back in the same direction. If we go this way instead, Brownston is too strongly defended, Synoptic still too close and too dangerous. Could go pick up some nomads, but I think we just go back this way, play it safe. And let's move up. Okay, this guy next, he, I think, hangs around here and is going to pass some artifacts across. So, I think we just pull the trigger. We're going to let this guy go. Is there anything useful he can pick up first? I don't think so. I guess we could bring these two together. And let's take this. And let's take this purely for the sake of... No, we don't need that. We'll get rid of that. Yeah, that's fine. Gonna let Ector go. Then we go back to this town. We pick Pandora up. Make sure we give ourselves that option of using her. 9,000 left to spend. She doesn't have the best skills. She has logistics and pathfinding, but both at basic level. Luck's pretty good. No archery is really bad, because we are of course in a wizard town, and if we could get her an army of titans, she would be the obvious choice to take on UAC, but without archery that's going to be a lot tougher. The good news is, she has the spells she needs. I don't think we spend any gold here just yet, but if we get attacked, we might need to. Let's move down. Let's bring these two together. And we're just going to pass some of these artifacts across. So, golden bow on a hero with no archery is pretty good. Guess we'll take this too, because it doesn't stack. This we're going to hang on to. We'll take this, but it's not very good. This thing is potentially useful, but not especially. Rest of this stuff, I guess we'll take the luck. Though she does have the luck skill, so that's only going to be useful for so long. The powering could be useful for now. I guess we just keep this guy around and play it safe. Grab some extra strength. If we go up to this, I think we should be safe from yellow. Might draw him in, but that's probably fine. Could also go west and threaten the town, but I think all that really does is it pulls UAC back, and we potentially don't want him coming this way for some time. So let's go up in this direction instead. Pandora, I think, needs to stay somewhere close. We'll go for the stats. And we'll start pulling back. This guy, I think, is relatively safe. We do still have Deep pretty nearby. This town is strong enough to take him on. But we're going to need a little bit more defense. I think we'll at least take 6 units. So if we just recruit... In fact, it's only 5 needed in this game. If we just recruit 4 more of these, we should be fine. Our spell points are all completely fine as they are. I think we do go to the fountain. We'll also pick up some halflings. But I think we just go the quickest way we can. Make ourselves as strong as possible. Go to this too. And we're now pretty close to the town. This guy can't attack us, so we can grab the extra units. Maybe pass those across. Zom has space for 17 more spell points, plus he's got some slower units in the town. I think we leave him be. And then we could spend more gold if we want to. I think what we want to do is we want to save our gold a bit, because we do want to maybe upgrade the Cloud Castle in this town. And possibly also in this town. So yeah, let's not spend any more gold if we don't have to. Let's just end the turn there. So green summons a boat even though he stood right next to one, and wow, this guy can reach us. Okay, this is potentially a problem. We can of course do the casting. Okay, so the Burn Dragons get hasted. We're gonna go for Summon Earth Elemental, of course, but I'm not sure how much difference we can really make. So we've lost 39 hit points. We go for this attack, 1 to 2 kills. They are about to move next. Have to do as much as we can. Do kill 2 off, which is pretty nice. We lose a Titan in response to that. I don't think we throw these in just yet. We're just going to move up. If this next stack can reach, we absorb the retaliation with them. That does make sense, I think. Then these move up as well. These start moving across. And these, of course, go for the attack. Do we go forward at the same time? I think we do. And we get luck. That's actually potentially going to make a massive difference. Goes for the mass haste. Does do a nice chunk of damage to us there. Okay, so the key thing here is we could spend all of our spell points summoning elementals, but the key thing really is to make sure we don't lose all of our normal units. So we need most of these titans to survive, or at least one of them. We'll go for it one more time. And I think after that, if we go for this attack, we get one kill, we have to be hit again in response. These things hit really hard. Actually better off not attacking, I think. As they, I think, didn't quite manage to get an extra kill. And these guys are blocking our titans in. So we're doing okay for now. These will keep moving across, maybe go for the block on the power liches if we can. These, I think, probably take a step back, go really defensive. Bone Dragons get lucky in response, but with this many Earth Elementals, we should be fine. Okay, they kill off that stack. Just one of these left to go. This is looking pretty positive. How are we doing? 114 hit points. If we go for Cure, 65 hit points back. I think that makes sense as a move. These do come in, they get lucky, 28 of them hit us, do 72 damage back, so we're just about hanging on. We can just weaken these a bit more. Can maybe make that work. Okay, goes for the lightning bolt, we do take one loss, so we're down to 3. I think we still go for Cure, but I think the lightning bolt will kill at least one more. So this is pretty bad. Okay, some luck that we don't really need. These now move up. Shouldn't have really killed that stack off in hindsight. Still 93 hit points to go. We should be able to take at least one more lightning bolt. Do we rush forward? 18 spell points. We can maybe just kill these off with an attack, but 73, with a spell even. 73 Earth Elementals should kill off the skeletons. We go forward with these. These kill them off. Now they do get to move first. They do go for lightning bolt again. They get lucky with this too. And they are focusing down the titans. Titans just about hanging on. 325 points of damage. It doesn't quite kill them off. If we haste these, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's the one to go for. If we go for it on these instead, they can't reach. So I'm assuming 66 of these should be able to kill them off. Especially after this. Although in fact, I could have just gone for lightning bolt. Didn't think that through. But actually save some spell points doing things this way. We get 56 skeletons. And can't really afford to use diplomacy anymore. Maybe mysticism. Just as a one-off. And the question is now, do we go aggressive against red? Even being weaker. Orange is threatening to spread out, purple maybe going aggressive, and still no sign of Joe Josh. Not clear how we get to the glade. I think we go to Salogan. Okay, so we can see a Xanadu, we can see lots of red dragons blocking the way off to the north, and this actually appears to be a dead end, so that's really good news. This place should be locked down. Okay, this guy next, let's go for as much as we can. We probably can't take on the rangers. The Oasis does help us move across. We can get a bit stronger, which doesn't really matter too much in this guy. Treasure chest there. Overall, though, not a whole lot to do here. If we go west instead. This is still undefended, but UAC is very close, so we have to be careful. I guess we probably do go back with Wyatch. But not too sure what we do with him. 29,000. To upgrade this, 12,500. I think we just make sure we don't screw anything up with red when we go back. Because yellow isn't going to threaten us for at least one more turn. Purple, I think, likewise. Needs at least one turn. There's Yokers in there. That's not their strongest. So yeah, I think let's make sure we don't screw up with YH. Let's go for the upgraded Cloud Castle. Let's go for all 3 of these. Back up to 5. Not amazing, but not bad. And we've got just enough to buy out the rocks. Is that the stack we need? It would have helped in the previous fight, so I think we just go for it. And do we take the archers? They will slow us down. 4 speed versus 2. I think we leave them out, although this turn we should just swap these round. Get as many movement points as possible, get all of our spell points back, and then we can move out. This guy is safe for now. I think we get some extra strength, and we start moving up. Okay, Zom next. This should be interesting. There is an argument for going aggressively towards the sea. We can actually reach. This has been weakened. Voland could come out and cause problems. Deep is pretty much defeated. I think we do want to know what's going on, even if we can't get on the sea this turn. So let's take our units back. Do we leave these behind? I think we still take them. And we have no gold left to spend, but that's fine for now. We don't have to rush. I think YH is more important. 17 from that. Okay, so there is Coraxton, which is not very heavily defended, and I think these will actually slow us down too much. So yeah, if we go for this, we can reach next turn. In fact, we can get very close, but I want to make sure we can get back as well. We could have picked up more halflings too, but I don't think we need to. Let's go for the experience. We do level up. We'll go for ballistics, get some extra spell power, and just make sure we're close enough that we can defend next turn, and also still reach this. We have picked up some slower units, so one option is we could dismiss the skeletons, but I think my preferred option is if we just go slightly back, that should guarantee we can reach either side. Then this guy next. Let's go over to this. Grab the Mercury, and we can see that it's pretty much a dead end to the north, but might still scout it out just in case. Okay, so heroes to the left. I think this guy really doesn't have too much to do. We don't want to bait yellow in. Want to keep focusing elsewhere. So let's just go for the extra stats. This hero. Few heroes I don't think we need. We obviously need more strength. We want to get rid of the dwarves. Let's dismiss those now. And if we go for this, I can't remember what this costs us, but we're potentially going to be using this hero quite a lot, so it's actually free. Advanced logistics, that's really useful, and we can go towards the Xanadu. Okay, and that just leaves Sasagan, who I guess could loop round to the east, but going south I think does make more sense. Okay, do we go for the gold? We can definitely use some extra gold. I think it's worth the minor detour. Then we go for this, just in case, and we can still easily reach this next turn, could even go for the sawmill as well. I think that's fine. Until Joe just shows up, I'm not really going to worry too much. Even if we do get attacked, our spellcasting is so good. We should be okay. His stats aren't very good. His black dragons could be a problem, but he can't have more than... He surely can't have too many, because there just aren't that many warlock towns. And yellow has most of them. Okay, we're going to leave it there. We're going to see what happens. So, green arrives back in their town, but that's not Joe Josh. These guys still picking things up, but not going directly aggressive. Orange does land with 2 heroes. Okay, that's going to be a bit of a dilemma pretty soon. So we could of course go back, but if we can hold these off with what's naturally available, that would be better. This actually has a level 4 mage guild with resurrection. What else do we have available? So 5 power liches, 6 vampires, 10 mutant zombies. It's not really enough, but it's frustrating because we are very close to this town, and we could just take it instead. We can indeed go back. We can even go super aggressive against Voland, but Voland does have good stats. Yeah, it's annoying, but I think we hang on to what we have. Go back to this. Not 100% sure that's the right choice, but we can pick up the power liches. Maybe the skeletons. Should help a bit. Then we still have 13,000 left to spend. Okay, this guy goes into here, and then we go into here, make sure we grab the best units we can, or at least protect them. If this costs gold, we're just going to say no, but it doesn't. So we go for expert pathfinding, that's very welcome. So this should be safe for now. UAC is still a way off. Go for +1 in each stat, it's going to be really useful. And the Statesman's Quill could be interesting, but it's quite far away. If we do go for it, we could loop round, go to the Dragon City, but then it becomes a lot harder to come back and defend. Although, if we spend all our gold here, and make Dimitri as strong as possible, he can maybe do that job. 4 turns. That might be too long. In fact, 3 turns just to reach this. We need pathfinding. But it's not clear where we can get more levels from. Already been to the graveyard. Okay, let's decide that next turn. Let's go up to this. Is this thing worth grabbing? I think not. Can we get on the sea? Do we have the right spell? No, we don't. I'll just check for a ship. No ship here. Okay. Gonna have to pull back. Okay, so this guy I think is done moving. YH should be okay to move out once again. I'm gonna leave the champion behind. Grab the rocks. And we could grab more units if we want to. 4 Archmagi wouldn't be too bad, but I think this guy mostly relies on spellcasting. So let's go across. And let's go straight for Lakeside. Okay, we go for this. We're going to grab the gold mine. This hero doesn't have too much to do. I think we go down and try and help Sasagan out. Gonna leave the Crusader in the town. Okay, so that pretty much just leaves Sasagan left. I think there's still an argument for continuing to strengthen this town, although there's not really too many ways we can do it. We could maybe upgrade the Mage Guild. And that is affordable. But it costs us resources we might rather spend elsewhere. And in fact, upgraded mansion, that's even more questionable as an expense, but I'm not actually that confident about this fight. I think it could go wrong. So we're going to take the extra vampires. Because yeah, his army sucks, but his spellcasting is good. Need to be careful. Okay, this guy next seems all safe around here. If we look at this, this is Celia. She's not too tough. I think we just go straight across to the east. Already been emptied out. This is all pretty weak. Let's go for it. No losses expected. We're just going to say yes to that. And I do want to see if we can get on the ship. Kind of doubt it. But let's see what we can do. We can. Okay, this is all pretty easy to attack, and also pretty easy to defend. So I think we go for it. And I think we're good. Spend the turn there. Nothing else we can spend in this town. Yep, not worth it. In fact, Resurrect could even be useful for the Nomads. So yeah, we hold the position there, nowhere else is imminently threatened, we end the turn there, and I think we have just seen the emergence of Jojosh, but I'm probably going to stay aggressive. So Orange actually doesn't go for the attack, and that is kind of a problem. I forgot about this. The end of month 2 has arrived. The day when the tourney results are posted has arrived, everyone received their arobas. So 10 gems come straight back, 25,000 gold, that has arrived, I think at a pretty good time. And yeah, as expected, no it's not, it's Phineas. He's a barbarian too. So we need to try and strengthen the town to defend this. This is actually the town of Alamar, which is interesting. I didn't look at this, but we do get Resurrect in that town. I'm not sure I actually went in. Did I go in? No. Okay. That was a mistake. It's only level 4, so we don't get access to the level 5 spell. But that's obviously an interesting choice when we come back. Things we can pick up. The town is completely empty, so we're about to lose it to Phineas. E, I think, can reach this turn. So even if we did land, it wouldn't really help us. I think we go as far across as we can because we have enough movement points. Part of the Magi there, that's unexpected. And a green tent. Okay. So this is obviously not necessarily intended as somewhere the human player can start. So that might explain why it's a bit different. I think we do go to the green tent. So this guy next, if we wanted to go aggressive, really hard to see which one, but we can kill off deep if we want to. Then we still have to deal with Voland. Can this guy hold Voland off? He's level 9. Spell point's still really bad, but we could try and go to the Witch Doctor's hut. I think that makes sense. Okay, this guy first. Is there anything he can do? He can't get close enough. He could maybe try and defend this town. That's probably the best thing we can do short term. It is day 7, so this guy does get a fresh batch of units pretty soon. Okay, I think we do go aggressive. Question is, will they come back and attack us? Can they reach us? Do we just go straight for him? Prioritize him instead. Because deep's not going to get that bad. It's risky, but 130 spell points, I think we go for it. We can go to this too. Morale, which won't really help us too much. Let's try it. Okay, as I feared, a loss is expected. 4 Bone Dragons. We do get to move first. So we've got that Resurrect. We've got Death Wave 2, but that does harm us more, of course. Doesn't harm them at all. Perhaps against someone else. Dragon Slayer could be interesting. Perhaps we hang on for Resurrect, but that doesn't help our Vampire Lords. 125 points of damage. We don't kill off a Bone Dragon. But we can kill off 3 Power Liches. Or we go for this, that should kill one off. Okay, goes for the Vampire Lords, that's kind of the worst possible outcome. I think we move these up. Before we do, let's check the movement on these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have to go up to here. They go fairly defensive. These, I think, just move straight across. The only good news is they've not gone for slow on the Vampire Lord, so we can try and get a few back. We can't kill off a Bone Dragon. Are we better off just going for the block on the Power Liches? Or perhaps going for their own vampires? I think we go for the mummies. Okay, these things are going to focus down the Vampire Lords too. 14 of those left. What could we do? Shield doesn't help us. Does the opposite thing as Heroes 3, which is really confusing. Okay, so Lightning Bolt, if we go for that, we can kill off a Bone Dragon. That might be the thing that makes a difference. We go for something like Haste instead. Makes barely any difference. I think we weaken these. Tempting, but let's not go for the friendly fire. Keep weakening these. They're really going to focus down our vampires, that's really bad. We can kill one more of these off. Let's do it. They do get luck in response, hopefully won't lose too many, actually lose 6 for that. We go for this, 1 kill. They probably get 1 back. Let's go for these instead. Then if we go for this, 10 to 14 damage, we're going to have a really hard time bringing these back. I think we go for these. Yeah, they're still focusing us down, so that stack's pretty much out. Next round begins. Let's get rid of these. Okay, goes for the Cold Ray, kills us off. I'm starting to see how this could be a loss. This is in our favor, let's go for it. They actually survive. Wow, that's really unlucky. That's just all RNG. Okay, gonna go for this questionable choice, but I think it just about works out. The Vampire Lords are maybe gonna try and come back. We've still got the Nomads, and we can go for Resurrect on those. Let's do it. We're no longer a Necromancer at this point. 2 to 3 kills on these. Let's make it happen. We do finish them off. They go for Lightning Bolt on those. Kill 20 off. 9 of these left. Is this even worth the attack? Still got that poor morale. He kills us faster than we can kill him. Ah, this could be bad. What do we do? Next round begins. Resurrect brings back about 10. More than that. Okay, so if he goes for Lightning Bolt, kills us off, can he then kill us off with the Power Liches? The Power Liches did 38 damage. These guys have 44 hit points left between them. So we should get a chance to flee. This is very questionable. Yep, as expected. Okay. Didn't work. The good news is, this is Orange well and truly crippled, and our hero does survive. But wow. 24 gold. That's tough. Thought that would work. Okay, we can bring him straight back if we want to, and this town of course is the obvious place. Should we just go straight for it? Before I decide, I'm gonna go to YH. Go to this. Can't remember what this guy's stats are, but spell power is really good for him. Although, our elemental stacks are already good enough. I think the key thing is to make sure the Titans don't die, so gonna go for defense. Okay, this place will replenish pretty soon. Okay, so this hero next, UAC is gradually getting closer. I think we probably do want to start moving back. First true leader he meets, that's annoying. Okay, can't get that. This guy next, does he have leadership? He does, as a knight. We always start with that. Okay, we'll move him down, we'll pick that up. Can we still get back? He can't threaten us for a few more turns, so we're fine. This town is still not yet threatened, being pretty lucky with purple, not really going aggressive at all. Yokozun's not even a big threat. This hero doesn't have too much to do. I guess we could try and go for the town, but Deep could scare us off. Voland, if Voland comes to attack this, we need some more defenders here. We just gotta go for all of this. And hope that's enough. Frankly, it probably isn't. So the question is, do we go for someone like Ergen, or do we go for Zom, knowing that Zom could be lost? I think we go for Zom. We go for Zom, and he's not going to have enough movement points to pick up much of this stuff, unfortunately. But we're going to try and hold our position. I think we resist going for the Mage Guild. Okay, this guy next. Just gotta go for this. If we go this way instead, we can pick some things up. His spell points are pretty much fine. $2,000 gold for 7,000 XP, I think we say no. Then we go to that. And he can actually reach us from here, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so we have got Zom back, which means this guy's job is, of course, just to try and hang on to this. I think we do go for this. Make sure we get 20 spell points instead of 10, that's much better. Eagle Eye we definitely don't want. I think we just go back. We could also go for the gold, but then we bait him to attack us. Okay, these things are very fast, these things are just fast, so let's pull all of these together. Let's mix these two stacks together as well. Move the Power Liches down, and resist spending for now. towns we could build up. So I've been neglecting my one remaining knight town. Could go for something stronger there, but no need. Okay, Flint is now available to us. We did of course defeat him. He also has expert wisdom. So he's really tempting to pick up. If we did, I think we'd do it in this town. If we lose Savan, he's got a lot of useful artifacts. I don't think we rush into that. This guy goes down to here. Gets the extra movement next week. And I think we leave it there. I feel like we can beat Voland with the help of the towers, if he comes to attack. As for Deep, it would take him 2 turns, so we should be okay. But yeah, perhaps we should spend a bit of this gold. So I'm not going to dismiss anyone to bring Flint in. In this town, this is very justifiable to build up. It is about to be a new week. I guess we just go Stonehenge. We're not going to miss that money too much. This town's almost certainly safe, but still. This town's not safe at all. So again, not much point building that up. This town, I guess the green tower would be the one to go for. We've already got the maze, already got the swamp. No, we've not. Need the nest. Let's go for that. These aren't really places I was planning to spend my gold, so I need to be a bit careful. Not get carried away. If this town gets attacked, it's going to take him a couple of turns, so that should be fine. This town also should be more or less fine. We can go for the marketplace. That is probably okay to do. Okay, what does that leave? This town also, actually. We do have a second knight town, of course. Okay, so in this town there are a few paladins we could pick up, but yeah, the knight force is unfortunately going to be pretty hard to build back up. As much as I did want this playthrough to be all about the knight creatures, it's going to be really hard to restock. Alright, I think we just leave it there. So, green does take the town back, no surprises there. Red is maybe coming aggressively towards us. Yellow, UAC is coming towards us very aggressively indeed. Orange goes back to defend. That hero comes back to attack. Month of the Troll. Okay, we go to the Traveller's Tent. I do want to go to the Hut of the Magi. Do I have enough movement points to make that work? I think I do. Wow. So Celia's got pretty tough, but her stats are bad. Gonna go to this. Let's see what it tells us. So, there we go. For those of you who wanted to know what's in the middle, there's the answer. Lots of good artifacts. Some trolls have just appeared. They don't stop us landing, fortunately. So we just got the green one, which gives us access to all of this. They all seem to be about the same, but to be honest, I don't think we strictly need to go for this stuff. Okay, I am going to go for this. Is there something better I could do with my arrangement? No, I think we just go for it. So no losses expected. I will give them a chance to cast some spells. But I'm going to start with blind. Okay, they do go for the anti-magic. Do we take a loss? Not so far. 40 hit points to go. These, I think, go for this. Still hanging on. Okay. We might take a loss. Okay, not quite. I'm surprised. I'm gonna go for these. Next round begins, we do take a loss to the veteran pikeman. I'm not sure exactly what happened to the auto-resolve to protect those phoenixes. I could have gone for a spellcast, I guess, but it's too late now. Fine. That's an acceptable loss. We can go in. Level 5 Mage Guild, Dimension Door, Elemental Storm. So yeah, the dilemma is still very much a thing. We could go for stuff like that. It's day 1, so we do actually steal their phoenixes. I will go for those. And I will get in the ship. Take on Phineas. Still not sure where Jojosh is. That doesn't look like a barbarian to me. I'm gonna hop on the ship. I hope I got those spells. I'll be annoyed at myself if I didn't. Yeah, we did. Okay, so Dimension Door is available to us if we want to cheese the rest of the map. I will see how soon I get this uploaded. I think I probably won't be able to see people's opinions before I take my break for a month, unfortunately. Okay. Never mind. I'm gonna go for... Well, the Vampire Power Stack's already dead. But I think we still go for a few more of those. And let's just go for this guy. I'm pretty sure we win. No? We'll see what difference the spells can make. 125 points of damage. Gotta try it. Okay. I fear this could be a mistake, but we've got to try it. 35 of these, 10 to 14 kills. Do we just go for these instead? No, I think we do go for these. These rush forward. These go for this. Wow, okay. Thought we were doing a bit better than that. Next round begins. Lightning Bolt. 125 points of damage. We can kill these off. Then, do we go for this? I think on balance, this is probably the right move. Or maybe this instead. Then we go for this. Okay, they go for that and they flee. So that is a victory. Does cost us most of our units. We're blocked off by several trolls, which actually we probably can't beat right now. If we go down to take this on, it says there are no defenders. I don't massively trust it. I think we probably have to stop off here. Just gonna hope these make a difference. 37. Should still reach next turn. I'm not sure if we can definitely handle that. Okay, so UAC next is coming towards us. We can go back to defend. We can also grab the Lucky Rabbit's foot, pass that over. But she's already got level 3 luck. There's no point. We just need to play it safe. Get back as safely as we can. We can get all the way back. Okay, so UAC, potentially a big fight coming up. It is day 1. We can afford to go for the upgraded Cloud Castle. Not seen Wilfrey before, but he's no good. Same with Dawn. Alright. We'll go to YH first. So we can see Rebecca here. We do have the 60 spell points if we need them. She's got a swarm of skeletons. I'm going to go to this guy and I'm going to go for Identify Hero. And let's see what she has. 404 skeletons. Maybe I'm getting overconfident here, but this feels very doable. Her stats are not good. Her spellcasting is. So some losses might happen. But I think we chance it. Okay, might regret this. 28 Vampire Lords, didn't really think about that too much. Of course, we just go for the Earth Elementals as soon as we can. And let's just try and weaken these. Do get lucky. Okay, anti-magic on the skeletons, that's probably fine. These are going to try and focus these down. There are 5 of those left, we can maybe kill them off. But are we better off just blocking the Bone Dragons? I think first we'll have a look if these can reach. So 1, 2, 3, 4. They can. Okay, so we could kill these off, then we could block off one of the 2 ways through to the Titans. No, actually there's no need. We just go for this. We can block off both sides at once. These go for the block. Now these are forced to go for the skeletons, which is completely fine, they actually survive. So those really low stats are making a difference. These move up in this direction, Earth Elementals I think go forward. These probably just stay out of the fight. Yeah, there's not really anything they can do. So the Bone Dragons have put themselves in range, that's perfect. And this is something the auto-resolve did not take into account. Do we summon some more? I think we do. Okay, 3 to 4 kills on these. These are anti-magic, so I'm tempted to go for them, but Earth Elementals should handle those. So 4 speed, 1, 2, 3, 4, they can reach us. They do move before us. Just gonna go for those. And we do get lucky. So anti-magic on the Bone Dragons, that's completely fine. These will just hold their position. Lose the 1 stack there, that's fine too. These also I think just go defensive. They're gonna focus down the rocks, that kinda sucks, but don't mind that too much. These stay where they are, I think. Although, we can kill off one of those. But no, that doesn't really help us. Okay, so 6 of these left, 149 of these. We can kill all of those off. Let's do it. Then we go for this. Okay, miss our turn, but they do just go for anti-magic. Still just about got a rock. Is anti-magic her best spell? 280 points of damage. We'd be better off hasting. Can they reach if we haste? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. They can. We also teleport, but makes no difference. Three to 4 kills. Fingers crossed. No, they do survive. Okay. Just gotta go for these. Next round begins. We kill these off. So most of those losses don't matter too much. 148 skeletons, and then we go for this. 22 losses expected, we say yes, get 21 back. Park ourselves in the town. Just a level 2 mage guild, but that's fine. We're gonna stay here. And get ourselves some extra speed. Okay, so what else do they have? They have Baroque down there, who's not too tough. Sansabar we could probably take. Okay, I think things are looking pretty good. Still some major challenges to go. UAC in particular is going to cause us some problems, but we're going to leave that stuff till the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.